Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? We are live. I hope. Um, I hope you guys can hear me fine. Oh, and think I'm listening to my own stream again. Awesome. Oh, thank you for the follower and Vixity. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Oh God, I'm listening to my stream. Jesus, every single time. What is up, Brutamore? That is an ongoing process, but now I'm streaming a lot more, so I will add. I am going to be working on it really really soon. So we're gonna have some good channel points, some good rewards, some good stuff to buy in the shop. That will be amazing. Okay, so today, by the way, what we're going to be doing is continuing our reverse shell, but making it better, making it good. You shouldn't start streaming before you're ready. It brings your average viewer count. Okay. It's viewers divided by time, simple math. Fair enough. I'm kind of new to Twitch things, so I'm still figuring out how everything works. So I'm sorry about that. I may have to pause for a couple minutes, but other than that, we should be good. I'm just gonna be reading chat for a while. Yeah, I don't speak English here. I'm sorry. I could do a Portuguese stream one of these days, honestly, if enough people are into it. Okay, so let me just show you where we stopped last time. So in my GitHub page, by the way, it's pinned. So if you go to my GitHub page down here, you'll see Malware Dev Series. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Named by Holly. You'll see this repo, by the way, which contains everything that we're going to be doing. So this was day 1. So yesterday, the code exactly as it was before. And after today, there's going to be day 2 in here. So we left the code in a quite messy situation. So let me just test it out. I remember that it was quite messy. So cargo run, then server, and let's run the client as well. Oh, already here. We're going to be waiting for this to compile. But it is already kind of usable, so that's fun. But today we're going to be making it stable, and we're going to add download functionality to it, so we can upload and download files. Well, today I wanted to make a shorter stream and a shorter video to YouTube afterwards, so that it's not too much content in one video. But we're going to be adding all these functions soon. Okay, so I received my connection. So sessions I0. DIR. Okay, it works. But now the problem is, yeah, this is a thing. So who am I? This takes a while. Yeah. So this is not super good, but it works. And let's make it better. So the first thing we should probably do is kind of deal with the errors, because for example right now we do sessions, right? But if we make a stupid command, nothing happens. If we do sessions I without arguments, nothing happens. If we do 9, well, 9/ causes a panic. So we kind of want to fix this. So for this we go into commands, and okay, no skin off, I'm back, hoping to hop and excited for us. Thanks. Okay, I kind of divided it, so I have my iPad showing the chat as well, so I think this way, but I also alt-tab because I have the YouTube on the other side. I'm still figuring out how to set it up, but anyway, so first things first. So here we're going to be matching this. So here's where we get our functions. So either I for interact or something else. So if it's not any of these functions, I guess we're just going to print that this was an invalid argument, right? So right off the bat, we have this. Now in here, we probably need to, well, we have this if let sum, so we can just do else, because if this is none, the args.get is none, it means we didn't supply an argument, so we do no session number supplied, I guess. Now, yeah, so I guess this already makes things a bit cleaner, right? So sessions, invalid argument, sessions I, no session supplied. We still have the problem of if I put like a wrong number, like -1, this is bad. So we need to match on this parsing. So let's do match session number parse. And if this is, what is this? This returns a result. So if this is okay, it returns our session number. And we're going to do this interact with our session number. And if it's an error, it's because we didn't supply a correct number, so I'm going to do invalid session number. Okay. So I think we're good. So this should already be good, but we still have another problem because the other problem we have is that, so right now if I do stupid random number that doesn't exist, it says invalid session number, but if I do like 30, it still accepts it because it's a number. It's a U32, I mean. So what I need to do is handle this. I guess I can handle this in interact here. So here in interact, we're going to, we probably don't need this, do we? Do we need the client for something? Oh, we do. But we can just acquire this lock later. I always feel a bit uneasy acquiring these locks so early, and since we're making this better, let's just get rid of it for now, and we'll fix it soon. So here's where we want to do clients.lock.await length. Actually, we don't want an, we want if the range from 0 to the length contains our session number, right? Oh, as usize. Oh, it's a reference. So actually no, we want if it doesn't. So if the session number is not within the range of numbers of indexes that the client's object has, the vector in this case, then we are just going to return. I guess we can also return println and just say session does not exist, right? Now we need a client here. So let me just check if everything's fine. Okay. We need to set the guard somewhere. And I think we should probably do it here. So shell commands, the problem with shell commands is that this is not even an async function. And I don't even want this, actually. You know what? Let's just restructure this whole thing right now. We want a mutable reference to clients list. And we don't want this. We want to get our guard, which equals the clients.lock.await. And then we can just do guard, yeah, we can do the whole thing. And this needs to be mutable. Here I need to await, of course, because this is now an async function. And we don't want to send client, we want to send client. Okay, this is working now. And now here we create our guard, which is the clients.lock, await, and then let client equals guard dot mutable, yeah, and this needs to be mutable. And perfect. Oh, but then this is a problem. Oh, yeah. I actually don't think so. The shell commands. Okay. Oh, this was not declared as mutables here. I was thinking of a different problem though, because I want to. I was thinking here, by the way, I wasn't even looking at that. I was thinking that here, by the way, the write and the read, we're going to have problems if the connection is interrupted, right? So, because this is going to panic, and this is going to panic as well, because the write and read here just unwrap, right? And I don't really want that. But I think we can take care of it. So let's take care of it. So obviously I need to take care of it here. So I need to return, instead of evacuate, I need to return an std io result evacuate. And now instead of, of course I just return this, I think. No. Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot. This does not return the evacuate. So let's just, you know what? Let's just do, I could just match on the read. I can just match on this and then return what I want. Okay, fine. So let's just do this, and then if this is this returns a result, of course. If this is okay, we're going to return an okay with the buffer. If it's an error, we're going to return the error, I guess. Right? Oh. I'm an idiot. So this works, and I need to do the same thing for write. So this is going to return, I guess, an std io result, right? And let's just make this, I don't care. And this we can just return that, because this is already the result. Great. So now here, what I can do is if client, well, I already have this here. So if client dot write wait dot is error, so if this is an error, we're gonna break. And in fact, I think we should have another function. So async fn disconnected. And this needs to take a client, which is a client list, right? And it's also going to take the session number. So now what I can do is I can do, so guard equals clients dot log dot wait. And now I can do a guard dot deref mutable dot remove and session number as usize. So now we're going to remove this from, oh, this needs to be mutable. So now we're going to remove this from the vector, from our vector list, and we're going to, I guess, print session has disconnected. And this is session number. Oops, this is session number. Okay, great. So now this is working. And here we need to call disconnected with clients and our session number. Awesome. And oh, and this print, because incoming is now, because it's now a result. So let's just do a match client here. And actually, you know what? We can do the exact same, no. Let's do this. And if this is, so what does this return again? I forgot. Result, yeah. Of course. So if this is okay and it returns an incoming, we're going to do that, I believe. Oh, this is the incorrect one. Okay, and if it's an error, and it doesn't really matter what error it is, because what we're going to do is we're going to do a disconnected client session number, and we're going to do a break. Oh, we have to drop this guard, I think, right? Yeah, we probably have to drop the guard here too. And we need to await, and we need to await. Awesome. So now this should work in case we can't read or write, which is going to happen if something goes wrong. Good evening, sir in chat. Good evening, Elemento. How are you doing? Did everything to learn Python? Now InfoSec Guy comes with Rust language. I still haven't finished the Python course. I'm doing it as well at the same time. But right now I'm working on a reverse shell on Rust because people asked for it, so here it is. This is part 2 already. Part 1 was yesterday. It's quite a long stream though. But today we're continuing it. Okay, so where were we? So we basically did what we wanted to do here. And I think we didn't want to do anything else yet. Let's just see what problems we have. Oh, there is an issue still, but we're gonna take care of it later. Okay, so let's start. So now we have our session. Now sessions I0, ls, who am I? Oops, who am I? There we go. Now we can exit or we can go back. Session is still here, but now what happens if I kill this session, right? It's still here, but if we try to interact with it and we do like ls, it won't work and it will say that the session has disconnected and it has now disappeared from the sessions. Awesome. Now, first order of business. Now, I don't like the fact that the input-output is not actually working very well, and that's one of the main things for a reverse shell. So I want to rewrite this whole client implementation. So I think that we should be sending it. So let's say we have a payload, right? I'm sending a hello world. I should probably end this with something with like a little keyword, like over or something, so that they always know when it ends, so that you don't have to allocate like a big buffer. I mean, you still have to allocate the big buffer, but so that you know when it ends, especially if it's segmented data and your buffer is not as long enough to capture all of that data if it's really big. So I think we should do that first. So for read, I guess we need to create obviously a new one. So I'm just going to create read buff, which needs to be evacuate, and it needs to be yeah, it does need to be mutable in a bit. It's just not, we're not there yet. So now we need a loop, or no, okay. We need to create a couple more functions. Because we need to find where a particular string is in our data to know if we have ended it. So let's just say exists, and this is so what this is going to do, I guess this is going to take, it needs to take the buffer, which in this case is going to be evacuate. It's going to take a needle, which I guess is the convention for these kinds of things, and we're going to return a boolean. And this, so we're going to do match buff dot windows, and the size of the windows will be the size of the needle dot position, and we're going to do if x equals needle, and if this returns something, this means it's true, and if it returns none, that means it's false. So now here what we can do is we can do while substring exists, and this is read buff, and this is the needle, and the needle is going to be, so let termination string, just termination equals over, right? That's what we said before. And we're going to pass this into here. So while, actually no, while it doesn't exist, right? We're going to do this. Oh no, this is not it. We're going to do if self.talk.await.isError, then we're going to return an error. Oh, we can't do that because it's specifically waiting for an stdio error. So we are actually, and I don't want to check which one it is and all that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to match this again, like it was before, I guess. And if this is okay, I guess nothing happens. But if this is error, we're going to return this error. Okay. Oh, I forgot to await here. So now, oh yeah, we haven't gotten to returning things yet. Oh, actually, we do need to. I'm an idiot. We need to append this to the read buffer still, right? Obviously. So we append buff. There we go. Now this happens. Now after this happens is where we want to return our OK read buff. Oops, read buff. No, it's all good. In fact, actually, no, we don't want to return the read buff. We actually want to return, we want this position. Let's create another function called find position. That's going to take a buff, which is going to be this. It's going to take a needle, which is going to be this. And it's going to output, I guess, an option of usize. Because I think it's what this does. Right? It's an option usize. So now here, we're going to match find position with our buff and our needle. And we wait it. And yeah. And now here what I want is I need to match find position of in our read buff of our termination string, and if we return something, or a position in this case, we're going to, I guess, return an OK with the read buff, but instead it's going to be from 0 to our position dot to vex, since this returns evacuate, and if it's none, and if it's none, we're going to, I guess, just return the entire read buff. I don't know when this would fail, but we didn't await this. Okay, so this should be working. Now, obviously, we also need to update this on the client side, right? So here, on the client side, we need to take care of that. Actually, I'm just going to, you know what? I'm going to copy this. I think we should really soon implement something like this entire models part, this entire custom structure with its parameters and everything. We should probably implement this here too, but for the client. But for now, we're just going to do it like this. Obviously, this has a lot of errors because we don't have a self, but we have a TCP stream, which we're going to call connection. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. 4206947. Thanks for the follow, really appreciate it. This is a reverse shell for Windows, I assume, with PowerShell? Yes, it is. Sorry for only answering sometimes. I'm trying to, you know, have this kind of continuous, and when I'm done, I'll just talk to the chat more. Okay, so we have this connection, and what's the problem here? Oh, because we have self stuff here, which is dumb because we don't have self anything. This doesn't exist, this doesn't exist. Yeah, we need to also add the other functions. Find position and this. So this is, I can just copy this. And now, this seems like it's working. This probably needs to be changed because I think we declared it an option before, right? That's what I was complaining about. And I guess because it is going to be an option, and here I'm just going to return none, I guess. And here I'm going to do some, and here I'm going to do none. Yeah, this is not really pretty, but whatever. That's read. So that's read. How about write? We also need write, so let's just copy write. Oh, actually, write isn't changed yet, so let's change write. So write needs to write is really simple because the only thing that it needs to happen is, so let's just create a data that is the same thing but as a vector. And all I need to do is append our over string to it, and that's it. And this needs to be a vector, vec, and this needs to be a reference. Oh, sorry, mutable reference. Okie dokie. And we'll just do this as a slice. That's pretty much it. So I think, where's our error? Oh, here, this is dumb. Okay, so I think we're done with this part. So let's see how it ended up. Sessions, we have one session, so interact with session 0, ls. Come on. Okay, this is an issue. Why is this happening? So it seems that it is sending it, but let me look at the models again. Maybe we did something dumb. So this is the same. Let's go here and check it. Oh, we don't have a write here. So it's, yeah, that's why it's done. Okie dokie. We don't have a write here. Awesome. That's good to know. So we're going to create a write function for here. I'm just going to put it below read right here. Now we don't need public. Now, so this will be TCP stream. So we're just going to make pretty much the same changes. And the data. And this is not a socket. This is going to be a connection. And this is pretty much it. And now here, instead of connection.write all, we can do a match write. There we go. The data is going to be our output. I think. Right. Data is our output. Yes. Okay. You know what? I can just do what I did the other one. So if this dot await dot is error, we're going to break, and then that's it. And we're going to take this. Oh, this takes vector, huh? This takes slice. Where is it here? I might as well just make it vector. It's not going to change anything here. Well, this doesn't need to be here, I guess. And we can do mud data. Okay. Okay, let's test it out now. So there we go. We received the connection. Oops, sessions I0 ls. There we go. And we got the directory. Who am I? And now you notice that we solved kind of two problems in one, because we solved the problem of having of perhaps sending something too large for the buffer we were consuming, so only half of it was being interpreted now, and then on the subsequent call to read, the other half would come and it would be really messy. We solved that problem, but we also solved the problem of making sure that we know when each string finishes, and it's just great. Now there's another issue that I'm noticing right now, which is every time you press enter with blank spaces, it takes a while. That's because it's sending it. It's actually sending it, and we don't want that at all. So let's just change it. So here, first of all, let's do this to lowercase trim dot to string. And this makes it so we don't need to do it here. And I still needed to do this anyway, because now I want to check if cmd, oh, oops. I didn't want to to do it here, actually. I wanted to do it here. If cmd.len equals 0, we're just going to continue. And now, the idea behind this is that, obviously, now if we type spaces or anything, it's just not going to send it. So, because you don't need to send it because there's no output. Awesome. Awesome. So, now that this is working, ooh, thank you so much for the follow. HB Handles. Thanks, really appreciate it. 6MaxBot, thank you so much for the follow, really appreciate it. I thought I knew most of the InfoSec streams, GitHub streamers. Apparently not. Is this JScript development? This is Rust development. I don't know if that was supposed to be a joke or not, because, you know, I've been hearing that Rust actually is very similar to JavaScript in its syntax. But yeah, this is Rust. Thanks for follow, Lady Trusky. Thank you so much for follow. Damn it. Thank you so much for following. Rust Malware? Oh, yes, it was a joke. Yo, just another guy trying to learn some new shit. I'm glad you found this stream. When and why you started programming? I started programming when I was about 10 years old. Free basic, actually. Well, basic and free basic, it was really dumb. But I just really got into it and really interested in how computers did stuff. And then, you know. By the way, I really want to finish this really quickly, and I will be reading all of chat right after. So the only thing that we're missing here, I think, now is finally the download functionality. This could be prettier though. You know what? Let's make this prettier. This part here, I don't like this part. So this can stay. I guess maybe we can put up a couple spaces. But I want to do a check for so I want to do like if clients.lock.await.len is equal to 0, we're going to print ln, or rather, I don't know, it's the same thing, but I think it looks a bit better if I do it this way. So here, we're gonna print len. We're printing active sessions. Let's add a little line break here, and let's finish this with. Let's just finish this like that. I think this is probably a good idea. You're gonna do something dumb. Okay, I don't know what that was. I literally just I cut and pasted it again and everything worked. Okay, great. And now if this isn't the case, which means that there are no sessions, we're just gonna print no sessions active. This makes it a tiny bit prettier. So, oops. So let's just do sessions, right? No sessions active, and then I get a session, and we do sessions, and we see active session. It just looks a bit prettier in my opinion. Just trying to make it a tiny bit prettier. Okay, let's now work on the download functionality. So the download functionality probably needs to start being implemented here in our models, because we're treating a lot of things with files. We need to figure a lot of stuff out. So I think we need another function. So I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to write write file. So now we have write file, which is never used. Great. So let's just clear everything. We need to probably have some separators here. So let's just do kind of like the naive way and do like a start sequence equals start file or something like that. Probably have to make it into a vector. And let's do the same thing for stop sequence being stop file. Or, I mean, end file is a bit better, right? Just want that error to shut up. Oh, but we also need something else as well. We need start data. So what I'm thinking right now is we want to send a file with some properties, right? So these properties, like file name or something like that, right? We could probably override with our own thing, or send it afterwards or send it some other way. But I think this is clean. So basically sending it as part of the payload. So we get the data, but we also get the file name, which is also the same type as the data. And now, well, we need this, and this has to be evacuate. Thank you so much for the follow. Cherub Chase. Thanks, really appreciate it. Hey, Don't Smile, how you doing? I just came here, how are you doing? Hey, Lady Trusky. How are you doing? Okay, let's continue. So file data, great. So now, oh, and by the way, if I do read every single chat message, even if it is really far above. I often reread all the chat to make sure that I didn't miss anything. So if I don't say anything, it's because I'm concentrated on it, but I will read it at some point. Don't worry. So what do we do now? It does need to be mutable, sir. We just don't know what we're gonna do. Okay. We need to start doing some pending. So what we're gonna do is file data dot append, and we're gonna append the start sequence, right? Oh shit, this is not mutable, so we have to declare all of this is mutable. So start sequence, we need to do the start data sequence, and we need to do the stop sequence, of course. Now, between the start sequence and the start data sequence, we need to append the file name. It's to be a vector for the append. And between the data and the stop segments, we need to append data. That sounds good enough. And at the end, we still need to append our termination sequence, which is this, and to back. We don't need these parentheses. I don't know why I put these parentheses. Okay, so, and now we're going to actually have to write this. So self.socket.write all, and we just write file data as slice, and that's it. .await. That's it. I think this is it. We write the file, and then obviously we have to still make the logic for it to receive the file, but I think this function is good. So now what we do is we go back into our commands, because we obviously have to add this in our commands. Okay, so now this is going to be a bit rough, because now that I'm thinking about it, I want to add commands and subcommands, not just like exit and back, but like maybe, I don't know, download from a website or download from a local place. So I need an argument. So I guess I'll just do what we did before. So we're going to do select cmd equals cmd dot split. So we're going to split it in spaces, and we're going to do a map. X dot to string, and we're going to be collecting it into. Oops, we're going to be collecting. And we need to be collecting this into a vector of strings. Awesome. Now we do let cmd args to separate the commands and the arguments. And now we're going to do the first argument. So the same thing we did before, I believe. We did exactly the same thing for the main function. Or even here, maybe. No, this is already a specific. We already received args here, but in main, we did this here. So we're just going to do the exact same thing. And then this is going to be args, sorry, not args, cmd1 onwards. And args isn't used yet, but it will be. And now we match this, and there we go. But now, if this is, let's say, U for upload, or, I guess, upload, right? What are we going to do? We're going to do stuff. Okay. Oops. I forgot the fat arrow. Can't believe people actually call this fat arrow. Okay. So first of all, we need to start doing a match on our arguments. So we're going to get the first argument. And if it's sum, this is the file name, right? If this is good, if this is none, what happens? If this is none, so let's just do that for now, and I'm just already going to put the none, because if this is none, then this simply means that we didn't specify a file, right? Now, if this wasn't, that means that we get a file name. So now we need to do another match for our Tokyo IO FS read, and well, the path will be the file name, right? And we await it, and this returns a result. So the vacuum wait that we read, so result, and I'm just going to call it data. I didn't call it anything else, did we? No, we didn't. Okay, data. So now we are going to send this data to the socket, right? Okay. we don't have a client yet. So we need to do the same thing here, I guess. It's missing an arm. Yeah, we'll take care of this other arm. So if this is an error, I guess, what happens if this is an error? If this is an error, it means that the file wasn't found, right? I'm assuming. I mean, they're you know, either that or some other problem, but right now I think I want to go with file not found. Okay. So now we have our guard. We need to get our client. So our client is going to be guard.deref. Do I need? I think I do need. I'm just going to do client dot. Because I don't actually need the deref now that I think about it. And I think someone else had pointed this out before. But I didn't do it anyway. It doesn't matter, but okay, let's go for it. So we are going to get this, and by the way, this I'm going to unwrap because this should always work. Right? This should always work. And this needs to be usize, and now we need to do a client dot write. No, dot write file, and the data is going to be data. Yes. Let's put it as a slice. Actually, you know what? This is dumb. I don't know why I made this like that, but this can be evacuate. And the file name can be evacuate. And there you go. File data key output of this async file pick type. Oh, that's because here, write file, we didn't wait it. Okay. So now, obviously, well, this needs to be sprites. You know what? This probably is good if it's you wait here. It's just like a matter of simplifying things. Result found SDR. Okay, yes. Don't worry about it. So this returns a result. Something, yes, great. So after this, because now it has wrote to the file, now we need to read because, okay, here's how I'm thinking the communication is going to go, okay? So we have file, so we do our start file, we have some binary data or whatever, and at the end we have our end file or our stop file, whatever we called it, and it's going to be sent, right? The reader receives it, so received, and then what the reader is going to do is it's going to, you know, save the file, everything, and then it's going to send again, like file, you know, success, right? It's going to send like, yeah, we got it. So we need to match on the client dot read dot await, and if this is okay, and we're just going to call this data, we're going to do a println of this data, actually. So string from UTF-8 data. And I think that's good. Now, else, so if this is an error, we're going to again do our, we have to drop our guard again, and we're gonna do a disconnected, and we're gonna do client session number, there we go, and fat arrow, and semicolon. Jesus. So doesn't implement display. Oh, I forgot to unwrap here. Trying to find where it is. So it's here. So after it matches the file not found and no file specified. Wait, where is this match coming from? This match is coming from here because I matched here. Oh, this is the match. So the arg is the .get match, right? And this ends here, where. Okay, that makes sense now. This upper match ends here, and this match ends there. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. I kind of feel like we should do. Oops, wrong one. Wait, where does here? Blah blah. Wait, I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry for that. I had to close something really quickly. It was really bothering me. Okay. So again, where were we? We were doing this. Blah blah. Yes, yes. So we do the okay here. We do the error here, and here we finish the read. Oh, by the way, I didn't await this. Awesome. Oh, that's, I don't need to do anything else because this is already, this returns this returns a result, right? Oh, it doesn't. Damn it. Well, it doesn't really matter. I can just return it myself. But I kind of wanted to... So this is an issue, by the way, because this doesn't actually... wait. Let me go back. So this whole function returns a result, right? Obviously. Now we enter upload. Now we're going to return either, so from this sum, we either return what's in here or we return this, and this is not a result. So I kind of want to return a result here. But why do I want to return a result here? I don't, oh yeah, of course I don't want to return a result. Because just return, let's just do that and just do that and do an okay. And here is pretty much the same thing. This is kind of dumb. We're gonna make it a bit better at some point, but I'm just explicitly returning these because oh, this, by the way, would not be okay. This would be an error. The reason we do even return errors here is because, or a result here, I mean, is because we want to know if we should break from the loop or continue in the loop after this command, because we have the back command and the exit command. And obviously this is not part of the main loop because it's another function. So I can't directly break it here, so I have to return something to tell it to break after here. So that's why we do that. So okay, if it's okay, it's gonna wait. Why is it printing this? An idiot? No, yeah, it's printing this. That's perfect. And we're going to return an okay. Okay, there we go. Now we're good. Okay, so now the write file, we didn't actually check if this was good or not, but what we can also do is if this is error, we can simply do a disconnected client session number, and we do a error. Right? Oh, sorry. If client is error, blah blah. Disconnected. We're going to return here already. And we need to guard. And we await, of course. Okay, so now we have our whole upload the file kind of thing going on. I think this is actually it. Now we need to go into, we don't need this. Now we need to go into here though, in our client, and receive this file. Okay, so this is gonna take a bit more of the same thing. So let's have another function here called, this doesn't need to be public, called async fn download file. And this needs to take, obviously, the data, which is going to be this, but we don't need that. And this reference, I guess. That's all it needs to do, right? Because it takes the data and then it just transforms the data here. So let's copy so that I don't make mistakes. So let's just copy this here, and copy that here. Awesome. Now I need to create another function, async fn between, or maybe find between, so that I can find between two indexes. So the idea is, obviously we need a start sequence, which is going to be 8. I need a stop sequence, which is going to be 8 slice, and we need the buffer, which in this case is going to be UIT, and we need to return our vec UIT. Awesome. So how do we do this now? Well, let start index equals buff, and now we do the windows, and the size is the start sequence sequence dot length, right? Position, and now the x equals start sequence. Pretty much like what we did for find position, because we're finding the position of the start index. Now we need to do the same thing for the stop index, and it's going to be stop sequence dot length, and if it equals the stop sequence. And at the end, we need to return the buffer from the start index to the stop index dot to vec. we have to unwrap this, and we have to unwrap this here too. Not into iter, I'm an idiot. Unwrap. There we go. Is this accurate? It isn't, actually, because I need to add start sequence.len. Because, so if you have a buffer, so like, you know, AAA hello, AAA, right? And the AAA is your markers. If you find the position of the AAA here, it will find 0, right? And I don't want to start from 0. I want to start from 0 plus the length, so 0 plus 3, so 0, 1, 2, 3. So I start from hello. I don't have that problem with this with the end sequence because the position is this one, and it's exclusive. So the end sequence is fine. Okay, now that I have the find between, here what we can do is really simple. So let file name equals find between, and we find between the start sequence and the start data with the buff. The buff is, oops, the buff is data. Oh, I'm an idiot. So I need to do start sequence. Now the problem actually is if I do it like that, I don't need the to vector here at all, right? I can just do that. Yeah, of course. I'm an idiot. I don't need a start vector here. Also, these don't really need to be mutable, I think. Damn it. These don't really need to be mutable, I believe. So find between, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Now we await this, and now we have evacuate, which is a file name. Now we're going to do let file data equals find between, and we're going to find between the start data and the stop sequence and our data, right? And that'll wait. Awesome. So now what we need to do is we need to do just a simple Tokyo fs write, and we write to the path, which is our file name, and the contents is file data, and we await this, and we unwrap this. Oh, a file name should probably be a string, so let's do a string from UTF-8. Oops. And go here and do an unwrap. Okay, so download file is a thing now. So how do we actually do the download part? I mean, we can be lazy at first. We probably should do a commands thing like we did for here, for the server, where we have where the command is passed to a particular thing here, and then we have something just for the commands like we do here. But since we only have the download for now, we're not going to refactor that, and we should probably just start doing it here. Now, command is this evacuate. Oh, this we don't need anymore. We can do let command equals string from UTF-8, and this is going to be CMD. I'm going to clone this and then unwrap. So now we have a string here. So we don't need this anymore. And before this, I don't want to do it after, I want to do it before, because we don't want to actually get a string from our command if it's a file transfer, because if it's binary data in there, there's a big chance that, well, almost 100% that this will panic, right? It's not UTF-8. So we can do something like if cmd dot if substring exists, and now I can actually just put our CMD. So let's put our CMD, and our needle is going to be our buffer, which is going to be, what did we call it again? Start file. You know what? I'm going to copy this just because I know that there are a lot of mistakes that I can do here. If this is a thing, we're going to download file, and the data is going to be our CMD. And await, of course. And then we're going to write because remember, we read after the download, receiving a download file. So we're going to write something like file uploaded successfully .await. And now we're good. We just need to continue. And this needs a vector, and it needs this. Oh, actually it doesn't. My bad. We need to wait. Oh, and actually we do if this dot is error, then we continue. And actually, does it matter? We continue anyway. Actually, no, because if it's error, we don't continue. If it's error, we break, actually. Okay, I think I have a feeling that this is not going to go well, but let's test it out. And if this is working, that means we basically finished. Actually, if we're testing it out, I might as well get the client. So let's just cargo build bin client. Oh, it had already built, but I just want to make sure. I'm going to put the client like in documents here, I guess. And I'm going to take in something, you know what? Let's take the server and put it in, oh. Ah, that's funny. Didn't do this before, by the way. Really? Seriously though? Okay, let's try something else. Let's do, yes, I know it's a virus, yay. Let's do cargo build release for both of them. I just want to check if the release version is also, you know, yay, I'm a virus. No, yesterday I actually uploaded this to VirusTotal just to check out how it was, and it was not detected at all. So it's funny that it just got detected by Windows Defender while I was copying it. And I have a feeling it's the debug version. But if it is, like, we will take measures against it anyway. Let me read chat real quick. Okay, there's nothing new. I also want to check file sizes. It shouldn't be more than like 600 kilobytes, right? So target release 615, 634. Okay. So let's cut this and paste it here. Let's come here and do a little scanny. Threads found. Damn it, really? Huh, would have guessed. Huh. Let me see if I still have my VirusTotal link here. think I do. Yeah. Really? So you're telling me that now this is fully detected? I'm really curious right now. Okay, regardless, we will fix this if it is, so it's not a big deal. Right now, I'm just going to allow it because I want to make it work. So the server, I'm just going to put it here. Actually, we're going to run it, and we're going to copy this server into here, where the client is, right? No. Wait, what is being detected? Am I an idiot or... Okay, I don't know what's happening. Oh wow, whatever. Let's run our server. Let's run our client. Yes, I get it. You think it's a virus. Come on, allow it. Allow? Start actions. Yes. There we go. By the way, this window pops up. We haven't fixed this yet. We will. It's just right now for debug purposes, right? So sessions I0. So let's do upload, and we're going to do server.exe. So right now we don't have a server.exe here. Well, that happened. Well, that happened. Let me see if there's anything that it says. Oh, here, you say. So what you're saying is that we don't have a stop index because we don't have a stop sequence. But where? I'm guessing it's here. So between start data and stop sequence, we don't have this. Is that what they're saying? Or maybe it's here. Okay, let's figure out if that's true. So in write file here, we have the start file, we have a start data, we have an end file. We have a start sequence, we have the file name, we have the start data, we have the stop sequence, and we still have the over. I don't really see anything wrong with this, per se. You know what? Let's print this. Let's print this here. I want to print this here. I want to come here, and every time we get a find between, we're going to print. Then we're going to print our buffer. We're going to print our buffer, we're going to print our start sequence, we're going to print our stop sequence, and in fact, we're going to print, yeah, of course, we're going to print string from UTF-8, lossy, is this it? Buff dot wrap, oops, oh, this doesn't have an unwrap, my bad. Let's do this. I want to print it because I want to see. So right now, here. Ignore this for now. Let's execute the server, let's execute the client, and everything's going to be fine. So we do have this. You know, this is actually a bad idea. I need to do something different. We need to do, where is it? Oh, I just had it. I'm an idiot. We need to do, hello.txt here, because this is not going to have any binary data, so we're not going to be greeted with all of that binary data. 0, let's do that. Shit, I did this again, didn't I? Let's run that again. I don't want server.exe, I want hello.txt. There we go. Okay, so we get a, oh, file uploaded successfully. And here we have a hello.txt with hello, but we already had this before. So we have the start file, hello.txt, start file, yeah, and the start file and start data. So hello.txt, and then this. Oh, you know what is probably happening is it's a lot of binary data, and no, but this read should be reading it all into one thing. I don't know. Well, I think that perhaps, well, obviously I'm doing something wrong, but so download file, we have file the start sequence, which is the start file. We have a end sequence here. We have our end file. So file name is this. Great. File that is here. This is not where the problem. Well, the problem is probably, where is the issue even? So let's do this again, but this time we're going to do it with that server. With that server. Okay, this works, but now it's server. With start data and end file. Because this is how it ends. Aha. I see. I see. How does it start? We don't get to see it. And it doesn't really matter that much. Great. Right. How's our read? So our read will basically iterate until this buff gets filled, right? And are we returning the correct thing? So what is this returning? This returns this option. Okay. Let's try something. I'm going to put like 2 here. And I kind of want to see if it is correctly if this works. This works. But does something else that is binary also work? Well, not binary, but something that is not purely, well, obviously something that is binary, but that is not very big, so that we can, I mean, server is the perfect example though. Jesus. So like the server still doesn't work, but I don't really get why exactly. Taking a lot longer, obviously, because the buffer is not big enough to have it be fast. So obviously I'm just going to do this. I'm still trying to figure out why this doesn't work. Why? Why don't we get this here? I don't get it. Am I doing something weird? Well, let's pause a bit for now. We did manage to get most of what we wanted done. Oh, here. So start file, server.exe, great. Start data. We have our binary data. All is good. Except at the end, we don't have our end file. We do have the start data though. We have start data, we just don't have end file. Why? Why don't we have end file? Here, but we have on the other one. This is really weird, I think. This is really, really weird. So write file. You know what, let's also, before we write it, let's print this here. And we're going to print string from UTF-8 lossy, and we're going to do file data. And I kind of want to see if here is how is already like that, right? Or if it's just here. Because if it's just here, that's really weird. But it's also manageable. Well, at least we will be able to see where exactly the issue is. So let's again, oops, I'm an idiot. Let's again do our sessions I0. And let's do a upload server.exe, okay? Aha. So here we do have an end file and we do have over. Okay. So here we're sending everything. I mean, here. Yeah, this method will continuously call write until there is no more data to be written. So it will not return until the entire buffer is successfully written. So this should write everything, right? We're writing file data there. So maybe it's when we receive it somehow. Let's try it again. Let's try looking at here again. And let's try to figure out why this would be happening here. So read, connection read. Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Overclocks. I have to figure out this problem at a later point because I am not seeing it right now, honestly. I don't see it. This is the same function as it is for the other part. It should continuously read until we get this over. Right? maybe, no, because then it would return none, right? So this reads successfully because the read is here, right? Find between start data and stop sequence. Yes. Data. Yes. Data, which is the CND. But yeah, I don't get it because here already oops, because already here we oops, because already here we have yeah, already here we get a truncated output. We don't get it all. Why? Why don't we get it all? Why don't we get it all? Well, that's a question for another time, I believe. We don't get it all. Why? Why don't we get it all? Why don't we get it all? Because we only read it until there's over. There's no chance for us to... You know what? Let's try... This is kind of dumb, but let's try to make this buffer unbelievably long in such a way that there's no chance in hell you won't fit it all in one go. Again, why? Oh shit. I think no. I don't know. Really don't know. Find position, termination, which is over. Correct. Position, read buff until that position. Yeah. Sounds good to me. Is there another over? Is there? I don't think so. Is there another over being written somewhere? Is there any call to write meanwhile? I don't think so. End file. Yeah, I don't think there's another over being written anywhere. You know. Oops, I'm an idiot. I meant to do, so if find position, I'm just gonna recode this, if let some, if some position, I guess, right? Equals find position. The buff is going to be, our read buff. And then our needle is going to be our termination wait. And if this is true, then read buffer equals read buff from 0 to position to vector. And we're going to do a sum read buff. Oops, read buff. Oh, sorry. An okay read buff. Yeah, it's just the exact same thing I did before. It's nothing new. I'm just refactoring a bit so that maybe errors get pointed out easier. This position from find position maybe is incorrect. No, if it is equal to needle, and needle in this case is the termination string, which is over. There's nothing to be wrong here. I don't get it. Is this really not working? Let's try, yeah, I guess it isn't. Now it's going to take a while because it's printing everything. Jesus. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. Well, I'm sorry guys, this will have to be solved in a later date. But other files are working. That's good. Let me change this view really quickly to kind of like a intermission kind of thing where I really don't know how Twitch works. I'm an idiot. Let's just have this live scene anyway. And I'm just going to read some chat. Okay. What do you think of staking software engineering in Everett University? I'm not familiar with Everett University, but I think it's decent. I think it's pretty good. But regardless, honestly, it doesn't matter too much where you take your degree. I mean, it does matter for your job later on. But I mean, Everett is a really nice place, I'm not gonna lie. So you'll be fine there for sure. Most of the time, it doesn't matter that much. It matters what grades you come out with, though. It matters what grades you graduate with, where you do your masters, etc. But even if you have no choice but to be in a crappy place, that's fine, in my opinion. Okay, I understand. Yeah, but it's not so exactly. I'm gonna read back to see if I missed anyone doing something. This is reverse. Yeah, it is. Okay. Basics time for me. I just came here. What are you doing? I was doing a reverse shell in Rust for Windows, and we already did the reverse shell. I was working on some download features. Any suggestions to someone who loves computers but has no space in cybersecurity at the moment? I've been suggested Try Hack Me, which I'm reading, doing the basic stuff on, so just looking for other suggestions to learn. Try Hack Me is amazing, especially for beginners. It's really, really good. There's also Hack the Box that has an academy part as well. But I would suggest Hack the Box after you had some experience with Try Hack Me. You can also check out for a more self-guided approach. You can check out VulnHub, which has a repository of a lot of different machines that you can attack. It's not really organized in a CDF kind of way, but so you have like a lot of these virtual machines, and they have difficulties associated with them. Like this is easy, and it kind of tells you what you have to do, and then you can download them, do it locally on yourself, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good for that too. What else? And just general CTF. If you can get your hands on CTF exercises, that's actually really decent to practice your skills in information security, or in InfoSec. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Of course, watching videos and of people doing other CTFs, or perhaps videos about CTFs and so on, is also a good way to do it. And if you like reading, read books. Yeah, books are really good. You do need to practice. Even if you read every single book in the world, you will suck if you don't practice. Practice is really important, because without it, you will forget everything. And even if you don't forget anything, you will take a very long time to actually apply it when you need to. So yeah, practice. Yeah, a lot of books are pretty good. Now, which books really depends on which area you want to focus on. There are tons of different books that are really good for different areas. On our server, for example, I don't know if you're on our server or not. If you're not, you can just go scroll down and you click on Discord, and you can go there if you want to. You don't have to. But there we have two whole channels actually. One dedicated to show you like a lot of different resources that are completely free. For beginners, for programming, for a lot of different areas. And then we have another channel which has tutorials and other resources, which is also free, but it's not really sorted. It's just kind of there. You can probably search for it. We also obviously try to guide you with some specific topics if you want to, if you know what you want to. I started programming in Java like 3 weeks ago. You think it's a good choice for first approach in programming? Or honestly, I always recommend people start with Python, because Python is amazing for a first language. It's really easy to start with, and it's really powerful as well. Java is good. I mean, I think honestly that Java is probably going to stop being amazing at some point. Well, good to learn in the sense that you'll have that it will be useful for you, but that will be in a very long time. For now, Java is still pretty relevant, and it's still a good language, especially if you want to do projects of a different nature that would require maybe you want to build a graphical user interface, and as a first language, Java does a lot that you would probably not find easy to do in Python, but I do recommend Python as a first language instead of Java. But Java is a pretty decent one. You got any tips for certs? That really depends where. I'm just gonna get a napkin. Sorry. That really depends on what you want to do, but it depends what kind of certs you want to get as well. But I would recommend, if you're going for anything in cybersecurity, I would recommend CISSP and OSCP. Now, CISSP is not really, it's more kind of administrative based kind of thing. But it will be really good for your career as you progress and as you go away from. Yeah, I would recommend those. OSCP is amazing because OSCP is not super easy, by the way. It's quite hard. It's quite a hard exam, but it's really, really good because a lot of companies are starting to put a lot of faith in it, and a lot of companies starting to recognize that OSCP is pretty, pretty good, and it tests a lot of your penetration testing skills and your report making skills as well, which is pretty important. You already saw Mr. Robot? I saw the first season, actually. I didn't see anything else. I saw the first season, and then the whole thing with... I'm assuming you guys have watched it, but like the whole... I don't want to spoil it for someone who might not have watched it, but the whole weird thing that starts happening, I think at the end of the first season, like the whole big revelation of the condition that he finds himself in, kind of just puts me off a bit, honestly. It got too weird for me. But it was pretty enjoyable until then. I might give it a shot again. Oh, Facebook is live again. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp was down for like 3.5 hours today. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. 74 Ghost. I'm just gonna call you Ghost. You still play chess with Red? Sometime. Well, I haven't played chess with him in a very long time, but I do still play chess. Well, I tell you, season 4 will be a brain fart. A lot of things not working yet, though. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. I might get into it again, and if I do, I'll just watch the entire thing. I haven't played chess in a very long time, actually. Probably suck already. Ooh. But Red is not bad at chess, but he had the same problem that I have right now, which is he hasn't played in a very long time, except his problem is worse because he hasn't played in a much longer time. So when he played against me, for example, like it was kind of easy because he would miss a lot of small details that I already knew because like at that time I was playing pretty consistently. When I played against him, I was playing a lot, so I was really experienced in particular lines and how to answer his line, and he wasn't aware of the traps, and he fell on them really, really easily. So that's kind of the problem with not playing for too long. And now I have that problem too, probably. I like to play chess sometimes. We should do a game sometime. We should, yes. In fact, maybe I should do a live stream at some point that is not like programming related. I should probably do like a game stream at some point. You always tell you are better than him in everything, programming, chess, etc. Well, I don't think I'm better at him. I'm better than him in everything. There are just some areas that I've developed more, and he went into different areas, right? For example, I'm pretty sure that he can build websites way better than I can. Look at this. This is our website, by the way, whitehathacking.tech. This is the definition of boilerplate bootstrap. Look at this. And look at the background, because that's what I can do. That's the only thing I can do. And by the way, here we have our modules, and we are making our course in programming fundamentals, which includes Python. I haven't finished it yet, but I will be finishing it. So if you want to check it out sometimes, it will be done. But yeah, my skills in web design, for example, are really, really bad. Can you say any site that Red built? I can't. I don't actually know. I know that he does web design because I have seen him do a website that I cannot actually mention here because it would probably be against the terms of service. But I've seen that, but that wasn't too. That wasn't like a really fancy website. It was just a really simple website with like some columns and like a little table and background. It wasn't anything fancy. But I'm assuming that he can, you know, I'm assuming that he knows a lot more about web design than I do because I almost never do web design. I'm doing Django. Don't put me down. Django is great. Actually, this was done with Django. This whole website, the White Hat Hacking website. I'm currently in the works of replacing this whole website with, well, a different one. But for now, this is Django based. It works. Django and Bootstrap 3, indeed. Is it Bootstrap 3 or Bootstrap 4? I think it's Bootstrap 3, actually. You have a degree in college? Computer science. Yeah, I'm using Bootstrap 3. For now it's from a book I'm doing. Almost done though. Oh, that's cool. There is a Bootstrap 4, right? 5? Jesus Christ. There's a Bootstrap 5? What? What Bootstrap am I using? I think I'm using the CDN because I'm really, really lazy most of the time. Oh, let's just do Bootstrap. Oh yeah, I'm actually not. I customized Bootstrap to look dark. Actually, that's why. Yeah. So yeah, I'm using locally. I customize it so that I just changed the colors so that it would look into dark, like dark mode, basically, instead of it being white. And having like the blue primary color, but I think that's the blue is default, I believe. But I like the blue because it goes with the logo, so that's why I didn't change that. 5, we are outdated, indeed. Holy crap. I was here being like a smart ass, being like, yeah, Bootstrap 4 is is the current Bootstrap. Bootstrap 3 is a bit outdated, and here there's 5.1.1. Jesus Christ. Okay. I do actually also love Tailwind. It's pretty cool. You have these little components, like already made components. So like components here. For example, this looks like super templatey, right? But for me, it's perfect. These components that already include a lot of stuff that would require quite some time for you to make yourself, or not that long, but and they have it for pretty much for a lot of different situations, right? I like it. Yes, in Lisbon. In Technique. Well, technically, I didn't go to the Lisbon one, but it doesn't matter. Well, we were able to actually hold quite a bit of viewers. I'm a bit surprised. Wait, what? What? University. Yeah. Oh no, because I went to the Oeiras to Tagus. So it was an awesome stream and learning legit stuff. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Um, yeah, I wanted this to be shorter than the stream last night, but it's actually not shorter. But the whole the coding part is shorter. I still don't know why it's not working. I still want to figure that one out, but why is it not working? I wonder. I'm gonna start now your course. Thanks. Let me tell you one thing though. That course that I started, right? I started it at the time where I was probably even worse at like streaming and stuff than I am now. So the videos are super, super long. But I think the text content is pretty decent. But it's supposed to go with the videos, right? I'm trying to make them shorter so that they're not so long, but I'm still getting good at it. I'm still getting good at it. By the way, let's just a little sanity check. Let's go here. Let's do this. Here, let's do this. I just want to see if the problem continues. A bit of a sanity check, but I'm going to change this to server 1. Server 1, let's see. We're going to print everything we don't want. Yeah, still, there's still the problem. That problem still exists. For one reason or another. This is a really weird problem, honestly. I'm probably going to spend a lot of time debugging this off camera because there is nothing wrong. That I can see. Obviously, something is wrong, but I just can't see anything that is wrong. Write file sends this, and it sends the over. Everything is great. So we printed this. We don't need to print this here again. Commands. Here, upload. Upload match arcs. Oh. Oh. Maybe. No, it's all working. It's all right. We read. We don't need to print this. We know that it's been truncated. Oh, no, this is not the other one. Never mind. We read this. We print this. Okay, the problem is not here. The problem is here. Like, it has to be. There's literally no other place where the problem could be, I think. It really isn't. Maybe right in the read. I mean, the read is exactly the same as the other one. I don't see a problem with it. Okay. It is what it is. Yeah, I already know that it's being truncated here. And this is what's being returned by read. So for one reason or another, read is truncating this. I don't know. Oh well. How many hours is the course? Oh. I'm actually not sure. Let me check. Going to YouTube Studio. In terms of video hours, the course is a lot. It's just, it's all free anyway, but it has a lot of time where I'm doing things that, you know, but the whole video, the whole playlist up until now is 13 hours and 40 minutes. Let's copy the other read here. Okay, the other read has a problem there. Oops, read comes here. The other read has a problem there. Let's just do OK. Result. Oh shit. Wait. Oops, I'm an idiot. There we go. Let's try this. I literally just copy pasted the whole read thing. I don't know if I did anything wrong there, but I don't think I did. So let's just use server 1.exe. Yeah, still 57. Really weird, not gonna lie. Oh well. I'm gonna give up on this for now and focus on chat. Any giveaway plans? Merch, for example? Yes. Oh, Eriska, you again. Yes, there are merch giveaways planned. By the way, if you go into merch on our website, we do have some cool merch. I'm not wearing any at the moment, but I usually do wear. I usually wear this actually, this shirt. But yeah, we have some pretty decent merch. I mean, it's all, you know, the white hat symbol. We are also planning to having more different options for merch, like more different graphics for it and different text and everything. But so far we don't. And we will do a giveaway once got the hoodie on. I've ordered a while ago. Oh really? That's great. I want to make a giveaway, but I want to have enough viewers for a giveaway to make sense. You know what I mean? So I want to have enough viewers that are able to participate in it. So I don't know. I think maybe like 25, 30 is a good number, but I'm not entirely sure yet. What do you guys think? I don't even know why this is here. This is not needed at all. I'm still kind of bummed that this doesn't work out. Damn. I don't know why I keep doing this. The result is going to be the same. Damn it. Why though? The read is the same as the other read, which doesn't mean it's correct, but it is, I think. Yeah, I'll debug this off camera. I think we did enough coding for today. Let me go into chat again. Yeah, I think also that's a fair number. Yeah, it sounds a bit big, but it's good. We can help him with that. Oh, that would be really cool. Ericska, your name is really hard to say. So Ericska wants me to do it with a low number of viewers because he wants to be the one winning the giveaway. But, well, don't we all? But yeah, I think maybe 25, 30 viewers is a decent thing. What should we give away though? I don't know. Maybe I should like create a poll for that. When we have enough viewers, maybe we could create a poll. What is that rain jacket? Wait, is that rain jacket new? Oh, you mean this one, the packable jacket? I don't think it's new. I mean, it's definitely, it has been here before, but there was a, you're not the third streamer who's trying to find husband name. Ericska, I don't know. It's not new per se, but because it was here before, but for some time it was disabled because it wasn't available before, but now it is again. And you can pack it into a little like pocket. We have different colors too. It does look pretty cool. Personally, I think I prefer the black one or the navy one, honestly. I want that. I'll probably buy on next month. That'll be really nice. Thank you. But yeah, obviously you don't have to buy any merch if you guys don't want, but you want a pink one? Maybe I can add a pink one. Maybe I can add a pink one. I know you're probably joking, but can I add a pink one? for grills. Honestly, it doesn't look good, in my opinion, without changing the logo a bit. So let's refresh this. No, I don't want to restart. I want to refresh. Come on. Aha, we see a new color. Pink. Pink candy. Maybe it does look good. I mean, it does look a tiny bit different in the real version than in here. But maybe it does look good. I don't know. I think it kind of clashes with the pink, to be honest. Like, dark colors go better because the logo is dark. Will this also be delivered in Switzerland? And what kind of delivery time should I expect? This is delivered everywhere in the world. In terms of delivery times, it might take a while because of COVID. However, the best person to ask that is probably Elemento because he ordered it a lot not that long ago for Europe. I had to wait 3 weeks. Yeah, he waited 3 weeks, for example. So I'm guessing it will take somewhere around that time. But it should ship to Europe. I also ordered it for myself actually, and it did arrive also within 3-4 weeks, I think. But it was a longer time ago. But still, no problem. Yeah, the pink one is not that bad. I don't know, there's something about this navy one. The black is just the classic one, right? Honestly, I love this white shirt. I'm not a big fan of white shirts, and I actually think that this white shirt, while it does look okay, I don't know, there's just something weird about it. But this one is amazing. I think it's actually the person because obviously he has a much darker skin, so maybe this shirt clashes a bit too much. I don't know. But I love this white shirt, honestly. Kind of more than the black one. We have masks too, but you know. A mug is always safe because you can always give it to both men and women. Although I think we don't actually have any women watching here, but we could if we could when we do the giveaway, right? So, you have any cryptos or NFTs? No, I don't. Or NFTs, I mean, sorry. I don't. I don't really. Well, I do have some cryptocurrency. Yeah, I do. I have some Ethereum. I have a bit of Bitcoin too, but I don't invest with it. I don't do anything crazy with it. I just have it because some works that I do are paid in Bitcoin or Ethereum, and I have them. But that's about it. I don't know. I'm not really in the investment scene, so I don't really, you know, not really too much into that scene, unfortunately. Pen testing is fun. It is indeed. It is indeed. And we will do some streams on pen testing too. Maybe doing some boxes live and all that good stuff. I will stream a lot more often now, so you know, we have time to do a lot of different crazy things. Not crazy things, but interesting things. Used to be gone for 3 hours. Well, I said I was going to do a short stream. 3 hours later. Um, actually pretty cool. We've got people from Belgium, from Germany, from Portugal, from the U.S., from Switzerland, from Sweden, and from Israel. Pretty cool. A Windows Server lab and show us some attacks you're able to do against it. Oh yeah, that would be cool too. That's possible, of course. Yeah, that's cool. We can do that. You still live in Portugal? At the moment, well, it depends. I live in Czech Republic, but I come to Portugal quite often. So you might find me in Portugal or in Czech Republic. You know, I'll stream in both places. Def not using VPNs, cough cough. Um, well, at the moment I am using a VPN, as you can see from the fact that everything is in German. That was not a bus, was it? This trips humans a lot. But yeah, this is obviously not. This is one of White Hat, one of the White Hat VPNs, by the way. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. There was no follow. Was there? Oh no, someone bought a jacket. Subsido, thank you so much for buying the White Hat packable jacket from the store. I hope the size fits. I hope so too. Oh God, I forgot to tell you, by the way. So it's not that big of a deal, but so if you're an L, for example, I would suggest buying an XL because these are 100%. Actually, that isn't, is it? I think they are 100%. Wait, this one is. Oh no, never mind. You're fine with the jacket. If you order the shirt though, I recommend getting a size above because they are 100% cotton. They will shrink a tiny bit when you wash them. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I am jelly. No problem. If not, I give it to my son. Ooh, that's awesome. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. And I really hope you enjoy it. I need to get my own merch so I can show it off on stream as well. Oops. I do have the shirt, but it's not with me at the moment. The bad thing about living in two different countries is that you leave a lot of stuff in a different country all the time. The education is really good, so it's nice to support. Thanks, really appreciate it. I'll try to do more educational content all the time. I love teaching people. And if people enjoy it, then that's even better. And you work for any company? Right now, I do work for a company, and essentially I do malware analysis. A lot of streams show content, but not so much in depth. In depth, yeah, yeah, I get what you mean. I kind of try to take you through the entire process, even if that means sometimes, this happening where I have a problem I don't know how to fix and I spend like an hour trying to fix it, still exists. And I might have to find it off cam because I wasn't able to do it in some time here. But, I think that kind of also shows how, how the whole programming process works, because a lot of people watch videos that where they already coded everything and they're just copying line by line what they did, and people are like, oh yeah, so coding is like this, right? But people don't really code like that. And I don't know, you learn a lot from fixing mistakes as well, in my opinion. Damn it, why isn't this working though? This is really, really weird. Oh, do I do something funny here? Um, no, I don't. Damn it. Uh, why? Why? I don't know. I really don't. Well, that's that. Let me just try to do this. Because maybe it's something wrong with that substring function. Maybe it is. Come on. No, it isn't. It is not. It is not. Indeed. Well, it is what it is. Why you decided to move to Czech Republic? Was it because of a job? Yes. Oh my god, thank you so much for the donation. $20. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That really does mean a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think this was one of the first donations, at least in recent times. You generally prefer using PowerShell over CMD. Why? PowerShell is just more powerful. You can do a lot more with PowerShell that you can't do with command. Well, you can do pretty much everything with command prompt, right? But PowerShell, it's more powerful. The syntax is better, in my opinion. You can, yeah, just from the fact that you can load up PowerShell scripts and modules, it's just a lot better, in my opinion. Easy to read. Oh, there's that too. There is that as well. I actually wonder. I actually wonder if. You know what? I'm going to initialize this to. That's byte. Okay, so this should be more than enough as a buffer. I wonder if my lack of initialization of that buffer is causing it to have some data from before, and that includes the over keyword, but that shouldn't, because it should still fill it until that point. So it doesn't make that much sense, but let's just see. Well, yeah, now it's gonna take a while because this buffer is huge as fuck. Thank you so much for the donation. Really appreciate it. Really is great. Ah, damn it. It's taking too long, isn't it? Actually, I shouldn't need more than this, to be honest. So let's just do it like this. And 0, here, and that. Come on, do things. Kind of feel like it's stuck somewhere. No, that has nothing to do with it. So I'll just leave it like this and let it populate it as it goes. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. It is what it is. Who'd have guessed? Weirdest thing. Oops. Oh well. You're welcome. Thank you for the stream. You're welcome. Okay. Is there anything that you guys would want me to do right now? I'm pretty much done with the coding section anyway at this point. Since this problem is not solvable at the moment for me, I'm just going to power off and yeah. Is there anything that you guys would like to do, or do you think we should call it a day? Let me maybe make this scene a bit better. Let's go to sleep. Okay, I will go to sleep. Window capture, not VMware, new source. It's going to be browser. It's going to be Chrome. Okay. Who wants to see more of It's Your Call? Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I am pretty tired already. Oh yeah, I do have ads here. But if you have ad block, you don't see them. I just yeah, I guess I'll unpause ad block because these ads don't give me almost anything at all. They're just here in case someone actually wants to click on them. But they're really not intrusive though. It's one on the top, one on the bottom. That's it. But yeah, I know everyone's using ad block, so that's fine. Okay, I think that I'll call it a day and I'll go to sleep. And I hope you guys had a good time. I had a great time. Even though it was frustrating to not know why that was happening. Click them a million times. I wish I could, but yeah, they don't like it when you do that. All right, I'm gonna go to sleep. Good night, guys, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you. It's always a journey. Thanks, GoPro. Really appreciate that. Have fun, guys. Good night, and enjoy the rest of your day or of your night, I guess. See you next stream, which might happen tomorrow. Will happen tomorrow, hopefully. See you.